welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about Ask and It Is Given, instant manifestation, and how your subconscious takes everything literally. So to be careful what you ask for, but to be very mindful of what you ask for and how you ask for it. What do you really want? So if you construct a sentence, think about that sentence and think how literally your subconscious mind is going to take that sentence and then tweak it accordingly if you need to. So I'm going to list the stuff that I asked for. I ask for stuff all the time. I ask for real basic stuff, but I'm not going into that. I'm going into the stuff that I asked for that would show up in my life that I would think, oh, wow, not stuff when I ask for nice plane journeys and car journeys and meetings to go well and that kind of thing. It's not that, it's actual things. So I'm going to list the things I asked for, then I'm going to go through them one by one, how they happened, would I do anything differently, why they happened like they happened. Harry to get a pay rise. An appointment to get cancelled and to be made the following week at a more convenient day, but not by me. I wasn't going to cancel it, did not want to let her down. Half price face cream. I wanted to find a face cream that I would always been paying £200 for it to be £100. I couldn't, if I'd have said free, I wanted to say free, but I thought it didn't sit right with me, it didn't feel quite right, so I just said half price. I thought that would be cool, I'd be happy with that. Extra money showing up in my bank account that I wasn't expecting. So whatever it was from, I didn't ask any amount or anything. This was more of an experimental thing. A particular video that I put out, I asked for it to do much better than any of my other videos do in a short space of time. Didn't have any expectation of any amount, but I thought double what I normally get would be lovely. I will just say about my channel and videos and stuff, we get what we're comfortable with and what we really feel. And when people say, oh, why don't you manifest your video doing this well or this well, convince me by manifesting your video to do this well. And I get comments like that sometimes. I think, oh, so boring. Really, I am at exactly the place that I am comfortable with. So when I think about people that have 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers, it freaks me out slightly because I feel like I will get overwhelmed by it, and I might get overwhelmed by the comments. I might get way too many inquiries that I can deal with, coaching inquiries. So I feel that every level I've come to is one I'm comfortable with. So I have manifested that I would get upwards of 200 subscribers a week, and that has started to happen now. So that's awesome. I think, what am I comfortable with? But anyway, so I thought, let's just do it on one video, because one video, I'm just going to ask the question and just see what happens. Okay, now I'm going to go through my list and let you know what happened. Harry got a pay rise. Harry got a pay rise within a week and a half of me asking. Like, he's been at the company only 8 months. There was no reason he would be expecting a pay rise. It was not on the cards. It hadn't been spoken about. He got a pay rise. It was pretty negligible. It's not going to make a much of an impact to him on a monthly basis. So, okay, I looked at that and I thought I literally said, Harry, get a pay rise. I didn't have any amount in mind. I guess I thought it was going to be a decent amount, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really think about it. But I did think it would be, when it was that negligible, I thought, okay, so what would I have done? Harry to get a significant pay rise. That's what I would have changed it to. Just that one word, adding that one word in would have made all of the difference. But I was still really super happy about it because I'm not, it didn't make much difference to him. But for me, I did that. I asked for it and it happened. So I was really pleased about that. So that's that one. But get specific. What do you want? So yeah, Harry to get a pay rise, but he's not really going to notice. But had I said to get a significant pay rise, it would have been more. I believe that 100%. Now I'm not doing these in order, actually. I'm going to go through the video. So the video that I asked was to do really well. At the moment, it's at 6.3k views, which for me is really big. It's a lot in a short space of time. I do have videos out there that have 15 and 20,000 views on there, but that's been over a few years. So they're ones that have done well at the time, but gathered pace over time, and I still get views on them now. So of course, those views have built up over the years, but this happened on this particular video, which I'll put a link to it down below actually, which did really, really well. And the funny thing is, it did okay in the first couple of days. It seemed to be doing just how they normally do. And then all of a sudden it just went mad, went really crazy. I got loads of new subscribers from it. So if you're one of them, it's great to have you here. And I just got, like, my ad revenue obviously went up really quite high on that one. So everything went up and I thought, wow, that was bloody easy. But I just did it on that one particular video because I'm slightly wavering with how big I would want this channel to be, because I've got other things going on, because I've got my writing going on and I've got a project going on at the moment. I do still do some SEO work, and I have picked up like three more clients from Jeremy, from his clients, and there's other stuff on the cards, which I enjoy because I enjoy mixing it all up. So there I have this kind of like balance that has to be kept, doesn't it? And I know I'm keeping it where it is. I know that the growth of my channel is just what I'm comfortable with. You know, it's nice growth, it's decent growth, but it's not crazy growth that if it did go crazy, I'd have to think, what about all this other stuff? Am I still going to do all of this other stuff, or I'm just going to focus on this? You know, I'd have to make a decision. And at the moment I don't. I like doing lots of different things. But I do this, I love doing YouTube, I love making videos, I love making members videos, I love the editing process. I know my editing's rubbish, but I love it. It's really good fun, I enjoy it, so I want to keep enjoying it. Okay, so that was that one. And so those views exceeded what I think in my head. I was probably thinking if it did double than normal, I'd consider that was a successful manifestation, but it did way more than that. And it's still getting views on it now. So appointment changed. My skincare lady's appointment that I'd made on a Friday, which I thought, why did I make that on a Friday? That's my day off. It's 11:15. You know, it's for my top up of my Botox, basically. You guys know that I have that. I don't mind admitting it. And I knew when I have it done, my face really comes up like my head in wheels, and I just have it here, but I have these big lumps on my head. So I thought, oh, that means I can't film any videos in the afternoon. Why did I do that? Because I do use Friday to film videos, or just to do what I want to do. I call it my day off, but it's my day to do whatever I want to do. Whether that's videos or writing or nothing, it's up to me. And I thought, oh, and I thought, that's stupid. I think at the time I probably thought, oh yeah, Friday's free, Friday's a good day. I didn't really think about it. So I said, okay, subconscious, can you sort that out with me? I really don't want to go in on Friday, but I do want to go in the following week, because I felt like it was time. But I didn't expect that, because I think I did that on Wednesday evening and my appointment was for Friday. I would have not cancelled it, because it wouldn't have been fair to her, because that would have been an empty appointment she had that she probably couldn't have filled at that short notice. So I wasn't going to do that. So it had to be out of my control. So then I get an email from her on the Thursday, bear in mind, and my appointment was the Friday, saying, I'm really sorry, I have an appointment and I've got to be there at 10 o'clock. So I assume this was one that just was random to her. That appointment came up. I don't know whether I'll be back in time. You could turn up and just wait for me, or you can reschedule. So she put the ball in my court, and I thought, that's my choice now. Awesome. And I said, if you don't mind, I'll reschedule, because I have plans. And I said, just come back to me with some other dates, which she did. And then she came back to me with some dates, with some times on Monday, or one time on Monday, and it was 9:30 in the morning. And I thought, yeah, I took it. So it was perfect. So I was only there a few days later, so I didn't have to wait long, and I didn't have to give up that Friday completely. So it just worked out perfectly. My subconscious just took that. Literally, again, please change this appointment. I don't want this appointment, but I don't want to be the one to cancel it. It did it for me. Face cream, okay. I know this makes me sound completely shallow, doesn't it? Botox and face cream. So this face cream is an awesome serum, and it totally hydrates my skin. If I put it on in the morning, I come back from the office, I might not get back till 6, and my skin looks as good as it did in the morning. Whereas when I don't use it, it doesn't. I have to like top up with a hydrator and stuff like that, because I have naturally dry skin. But I thought, no, I refuse to spend £200 on something that lasts me 2 months, 3 months at a push. But the 3 months I'm scraping it out, you know. I'm not going to do it, because I spend a lot of money on my skincare, and other stuff is more important to me. I'm just going to go on the hunt for something that is as good. So I just thought, okay, this was just a little add-on. I was thinking about it, and okay, what would I be prepared to pay for this cream? And I thought, £100, yeah, £100 I could do. £100 that lasts me 3 months, you know, I'd be prepared to do that. That was all I said. So that I asked for that. Please find me this product at £100. Now I could have said free. Yes, I could have said free, but I would have felt a tad resistance there. Something would have gone, but how would that be free? Because to your rational brain, I mean, it's nonsense. Of course you could get it for free, but I like to go with, I want to go with zero resistance. I want to take the path of least resistance. So I don't want to feel that resistance. So I just thought, yeah, and I knew I'd be perfectly happy to pay that. So I've completely forgotten about this in the afternoon, and I thought to myself, because my sister-in-law buys loads of stuff for the kids on Vinted, and I thought to myself, oh, I never look at Vinted. I don't think I've ever looked at it. And then in the afternoon, I was just browsing, taking half an hour just looking at stuff. And I thought, oh, I look at Vinted now. I was looking at it for clothing. I didn't even think about it for anything like that at all. It wouldn't have crossed my mind. But as I went in there, this is manifestation, isn't it? And there's something, and you could say, Alexa's listening to you, the real Alexa, and then you're getting shown stuff because everybody's listening to you. But I didn't actually say the words of this out loud. All I thought about was this particular product that I wanted for £100. When I opened up Vinted and went to it and signed up and everything, the first thing I saw was this cream, somebody selling it brand new for £100. I mean, I hadn't even thought about it. I wasn't thinking, oh, I'll look for this on Vinted or anything like that. I was just looking for a browse thinking, oh, she gets some amazing designer stuff on there for really cheap. We'll just have a look at that. That was so simple. You see, when things like that happen, often Jeremy will say, oh God, we're being listened to all of the time because we're thinking about things, we're talking about it, and then we're getting it showing up for us. Now, I didn't say those words out loud, I only thought them, so that is not possible in this case. I do get where he's coming from. You do wonder, don't you, whether your Alexa's actually listening to you, but he's convinced of it, but then I said to him, but your manner, to me, yeah, it is going to show up in your reality in one way or another in an ad or something because you're manifesting it. Extra bonus money showing up in my bank account. This was the weirdest one, completely weird, and I'd completely forgotten about it. And I was in my bank account thinking, because I check my bank account about twice a week because I get a lot of stuff coming in and out. And I was thinking, I actually thought there's more in there than I expected. I thought, oh, there's more in there. Like, how come there's that much in there? So I wasn't thinking, so actually there should have been less in there, because then I saw this payment and my pending, and I thought, why is that coming out of my account? Because that was actually a business thing that should have been coming out of our business account. Why would it come out of my personal account? I started looking back and I had made these payments like every month and I wasn't noticing them, which in itself is completely weird because I'm really on with what's coming in and what's going out of my bank account. So I contacted Jeremy and I said, this particular company are taking money it's coming out of my account. Why is this coming out of my account? Still not thinking about extra money or anything. And he said, oh, that's really weird. So it was weird, and it was coming out via PayPal, and it was actually for a subscription, something that we subscribe to every month, but it was coming out of my personal account. So basically I just said to Jeremy, well, we've clearly done this at some point. Can you refund me what I've paid, please? Because from the business account, so he keeps control of the money going in and out. He likes to do that. So I just let him do that. So he did that. He put what I had paid back in. And then I felt really like, oh, this is lovely. I've got all this extra money. And then I thought, oh, I've got extra money in my account, but actually I had been paying it out and now it's come back to me. But then I had another think about that and I thought, I don't think I have been paying it out. I think I've swapped, I'm on a different timeline here, because I would have noticed that because it was significant amounts every month. There's no way that I wouldn't have noticed that, and it clearly stated the company that it was coming out from, and I would have honed in on that immediately and thought that shouldn't be coming out of there, but I didn't. So I did get the extra money based on something that I don't actually believe was happening. It was, because it was on my statement, and when I went back through it I could see it there. But like I said, I'm so on point with what comes in and out of my account. I mean, if there's a discrepancy with a couple of pounds, I'm on it, so this was not just a couple of pounds each month. So that, I believe that I was experiencing another timeline then. So I did get all of that money given back to me. So I had this big boost to my bank account in a really weird way. So I can't really explain that way because I was specific and I did get it. So I do find that with reality, with manifestation, sometimes you get it in a really weird ass way and you think, I could have never even imagined that. It comes in the strangest of ways. So it kind of came in a bit of a logical way, I suppose, that was possible, that this would happen. So maybe deep in my subconscious, I think it has to be something like that. I don't think that, and I'm going to wipe that out. I'm going to work on getting rid of that in case it is there. I don't feel that when I think about it now, but I do think that things show up to us in a way that we kind of think is more plausible. So ask and it is given. This is the simplest way of manifesting. I've been working with this so much with a lot of email clients, and everyone is having a degree of success with it. I say to look at it like this: you're going to have a 95% success rate. And that's not that you can't get the other 5%. It's just that you will know certain things you ask that you have resistance there, and you will almost know that that's not going to happen because you're holding it back yourself. But when you do it without resistance, it's when you get really fast results because there's no resistance there. So if you ask for something and you can feel an element of resistance, Change what you're asking for. Ask for, please help me reduce this resistance to below 20% or something like that. So ask something, so drill down a bit deeper, then ask something that's going to help you get what it is that you want. So you're going onto a bit of the deeper levels before you get to the surface level stuff, really, basically. So, but then again, so then it is 100% because you're asking for things that are helping you get there. Then you go back to ask for that thing that you want then, and then think, what does my resistance level feel like now? Do I feel like that's worked? If it hasn't, or you feel like you're not down to 20%, just ask again. Say, okay, maybe that was a bit low for my subconscious to get on board with. Can you take it down? Subconscious, please, can you take it down to 40%? Just kind of tweak around with it, because it will all depend on those beliefs that you've got, those natural assumptions that you've got that are going on inside of you. You just have to hone in on something with less resistance and go with that, and then work up from that point and go from there, basically. So I hope this was useful. I just wanted to come to you and say, look, you can do this. It's not all about imagination. So I've seen a lot of videos lately that say it's only about imagination, manifestation, and that's just not true. I don't imagine any of that stuff. I mean, when I say it, I might be seeing a visual of it sometimes, but not other times. So I think it's intention, it's energy. It's not about imagination. Imagination creates the energy. Yeah, sure, creates the manifestation, but words create the energy too. When you really want something, there's energy there. You don't have to visualize it. You don't have to imagine it, because we're manifesting all of the time. So that would be crazy to say that it's only about imagination. You can only manifest with your imagination. No, some people don't work well with imagination at all, but they still manifest because they're manifesting their life, because that's what we do. So I think I'll make another video about that, going into a bit more depth with that. But really asking like this, if you keep practicing this day in, day out, just make it part of your routine, you'll get better at it. Like I say, with me, my element of doubt is probably at 20% now. So 80%, I really think this is probably going to happen. 20% of me thinks, maybe this will be the time it doesn't. And I'm good with that. But my experiment with this is to keep doing it so that I am 100% convinced every single time. I 100% know it's going to happen. I'd love to get there, absolutely love to. It doesn't matter, you don't need to, because look, I doubted those things. I didn't think they would happen. The face cream thing was probably the thing I kind of doubted more than anything, and that just happened super quick. So and that's a stupid thing, isn't it? Sometimes we have resistance to the smallest of things. But as an experiment, I would love to get to that point, to just go, God, I've moved forward again. I've shifted with this stuff. I've evolved even more. And so doing it, so when I started doing it, I was probably at 50% belief, and now I'm at 80. So I'm sure I can get to 100%. I'll just keep going. I don't give up on anything, really. Anything worthwhile, I'm not going to give up on, because it's not in my nature. Anything I really want, I suppose that's the best way to put it, not worthwhile, because some things are worthwhile and I don't want them enough, and I will stop doing them if I get to that point. But with things that I really want, I am not going to give up. I am going to keep going until I've achieved that. But I enjoy the keeping going thing. I enjoy the feeling it gives me that I'm not giving up on this, basically. I'm not holding on tightly. I'm not attached to getting to 100%, but I'm thinking that I am going to get there at some point. And it might be like a couple of years down the line, but so be it. You know, it's a hobby, isn't it? Okay, I hope that this video was useful. Any questions, obviously, do ask down below.